How you doing, Lulu?
Consider to whom you speak.
Sorry, Mr. Lulu.
Hello guys, and welcome to another MK Mobile character review, today featuring Mr. Lulu, Flaming Fist Liu Kang. As usual guys, please note the date when this video has been recorded because a lot of things may have changed since then, and if you're not familiar with the matrix I'm using in order to evaluate characters, you can find it on the top right corner of the screen. So without any further ado, let us put Flaming Fist Liu Kang to the test. Flaming Fist Liu Kang guys was released on the 9th of July 2016 and his original price in the old store was 345 souls, and that's quite cheap, so let us find out why. His attack is 43,035, which is the 35th highest in the game and the 14th highest among the gold characters. The hit points are 79,488, which is the 43rd highest overall and the 24th among the gold characters. The toughness is 37,044, the 30th highest in MK Mobile and the 12th highest in the gold league. And the recovery is 39,690, which is the 24th highest in the game and the 7th highest among the gold characters. The power generation is just 100%. So for his stats, Flaming Fist Liu Kang gets 15.6 out of 28 possible points. Special 1 of Flaming Fist Liu Kang guys is called Bicycle Flurry. What you need to know about the ability is that it can be blocked by the opponent, it doesn't have any buff or debuff unfortunately, it can be cast from distance even though the first mini attack will miss, but this is not a big deal usually. The ability is lethal, it consists of 5 mini attacks, but we're not going to deduct any points here and I'm going to explain to you why later in the video. And the minigame we have on this special ability is the single tap circle. When it comes to damage, the minimum damage of the special attack is 15,621, which is the 37th highest overall and the 15th highest among the gold characters, and the maximum damage is 29,823, which is the 43rd highest in the game and the 22nd highest among the gold characters. Once again, the special attack can be blocked by the opponent, it doesn't have any buff or debuff, it can be cast from distance, it is lethal, it consists of 5 mini attacks and it has the single tap circle as minigame. So for his special 1, Flaming Fist Liu Kang gets only 6.2 out of 13 possible points. Special 2 of Flaming Fist Liu Kang guys is called Windmill Punch, and like his special 1, it is a multi-mini hit special ability. What you need to know about it is that again it can be fully blocked by the opponent. It has fire as debuff, it can be cast from distance but some of the damage will be lost, you have to keep that in mind. The ability is lethal, it consists of 6 mini attacks, but again we are not going to deduct any points here, and it has the multi-tap circle as minigame, which is the easiest minigame in Mortal Kombat Mobile in my humble opinion. When it comes to damage, the minimum damage of the special attack is 35,503, which is the 44th highest in the game and the 19th highest among the gold characters, and the maximum damage is 71,007, which is the 47th highest overall and the 20th highest in the gold league. Once again, the special attack can be fully blocked by the opponent, it has fire as debuff, it can be cast from distance but about 30% of the damage will be lost. The ability is lethal, it consists of 6 mini hits and it has the multi-tap circle as minigame. So for his special 2, Flaming Fist Liu Kang gets 11.4 out of 19 possible points. The X-ray of Flaming Fist Liu Kang guys is called For the Shaolin. Remember we already talked about it when we reviewed Circle of Shadow Liu Kang, and here situation is the same. However, we have one major difference. Circle of Shadow Liu Kang always throws enemies away from him, and if you decide to use his X-ray immediately after his basic attacks combo enders, the X-ray will almost certainly fail. But this is not the case with Flaming Fist Liu Kang. Every time when you use your combo enders, you can cast your X-ray immediately after them and you'll be fine. So long story short, at real mid-range the X-ray will still fail, but at least you can use it after your combo enders, which is still something. When it comes to damage, the damage of the X-Ray is only 86,629, which is the 52nd highest in the game and the 25th highest among the gold characters. Once again, the X-Ray has fire as debuff, and it is still disputable whether it can be cast from distance or not. Once again, you shouldn't be right next to the opponent if you want to cast Flaming Fist Liu Kang X-Ray, but the further away you go, the better the chances that the X-Ray will completely fail. So for his X-Ray, Flaming Fist Liu Kang gets 2.4 out of 4 possible points, and the total amount of points he gets for his special attacks adds up to 20 out of 36 possible. I'm gonna be honest, the basic attacks of Flaming Fist Liu Kang are very good. First thing first, he is very fast, one of the fastest gold characters in the game without any doubts, but his chaining is not that bad as well, even though granted he doesn't push opponents back if they're blocking, but at the same time his recovery speed is pretty awesome. And I believe you all understand what I mean by recovery speed. It is usually the time it takes for a character to get ready to start another combo or to get ready to perform eventual block. It's really important because some characters have slow animations, and while the animation is going on, the enemy character can start punching you. So in a way, slow recovery speed leaves you open for counterattack, and this is not the case for Flaming Fist Liu Kang, which is really great. Long story short, give him block breaking equipment, for example his gear, the red headband, and he will be an unstoppable force. So in the end, I decided to give him a solid 8 out of 10 possible points for his basic attacks. I really regard him as one of the best punchers in the Gold League. The passive of Flaming Fist Liu Kang, guys, is called Flaming Fists. And here it is what it does. I quote, "On tagging, Liu Kang receives a speed increase, plus 100% basic damage, and plus 25% critical hit chance for 5 seconds. Now, you know me, guys, I am not a fan of on-tagging effect passives. Quite honestly, I prefer characters that are not just strong in few seconds after tag in. I prefer playing with cards that are strong from the first to the last second of the fight. However, there are always exceptions, and luckily Flaming Fist Liu Kang is one of them. His passive is really fun, especially if you time it well, and unlike some other underwhelming on-tagging passives, such as for example the passive of Infernal Scorpion, this time not only you deal more damage, but the fact that you hit faster for 5 seconds also helps to gain additional power and completely devastate the enemy. And to be honest, all you need is a block break on Liu Kang, and once tagged in, you can totally forget that his passive is there in the first place, because he's strong enough to finish not only the currently tagged in opponent, but the other 2 guys as well. Of course, considering that none of them has like unblockable special 2 or X-ray, because Liu Kang is quite squishy. Long story short, this passive is quite self-explanatory, and there isn't a lot I can say about it. It is useful, I like it, and even though there are much better passives in the game, if you're the type of guy who enjoys tagging in and out more often, then you will love the passive of Flaming Fist Liu Kang. However, the fact that it lasts just 5 seconds and it is just the tag in, nothing else, all of this forces me to give it just 13 out of 20 points. It is still better than, for example, Infernal Scorpion passive, but there's a lot of potential for improvement. Flaming Fist Liu Kang is just a martial artist, so he gets 1 point for classes and 0 points for tagging attack. Okay guys, it is time to decide whether Flaming Fist Liu Kang is a good character. But before we get there, let me quickly explain to you why I didn't take any points away from him for having multiple mini-hits on his special abilities. The reason is very simple. All characters that have a lot of mini-attacks on both of their special abilities actually rely on them in order to be successful. What I mean is, first, if you give this guy the appropriate equipment, it is 100% guarantee that because of the fact that he has so many mini-hits on his special attacks, he is going to eventually break the block of the enemy. And second, again, if given the appropriate equipment, you're increasing the chance that each one of those mini hits will be a critical hit or a lethal hit. And actually it is not just the items when it comes to Flaming Fist Liu Kang, because even his passive is boosting his critical hit chance for 5 seconds. Sometimes it is very good to have multiple mini hits on your special attacks, even though, again, the inevitable consequences will come that in 99% of the cases you're going to trigger the enemy's Revenant, but nobody is perfect. So with all that said, Flaming Fist Liu Kang has one big drawback, and this is his extremely low stats, especially his health. He can be easily one-shotted by almost any strong gold or diamond character who has unblockable special too. So if you see such characters around, please guys, don't tag in Flaming Fist Liu Kang, he can be easily one-shotted. With all that said, I find him as a very fun character to play, even though objectively he is the worst Liu Kang out of the 3 in the game. However, you have to keep in mind that the other 3 are diamonds and they're one of the best diamonds in the game. So apart from that, I would say that he is a good character. I like playing with him, he is fun to play, and even though that his passive is focused on his tagging in and out, I kind of enjoy it. So I'm going to give him 2.5 out of my 3 subjective points, and with my points he's going to end up with 60.1 out of 102 possible, and we can label him as a good character. In fact, he ranked 43rd on our standings, just above Bone Shaper Shinnok and just below Shokan Warrior Kentaro. Once again, Flaming Fist Liu Kang, final verdict is good character. Okay guys, we got to the gameplay. Now, if you're asking me whether Flaming Fist Liu Kang is a good opener, I would rather say no. He's not really that great, he can do it, but still he's very squishy. Remember that guys, if he gets snared or stunned by a Circle of Shadow Liu Kang, he will get decimated, so he's not really a safe opener. And when it comes to his best matchups, because of the nature of his passive, I cannot really think of any character that he counters very hard. However, he has certain difficult opponents, such as for example MK11 Jade, Assassin Jade, Assassin Kitana in Assassin Jade team, of course, Relentless Jason, and so on and so on. We already established that Flaming Fist Liu Kang is not a good opener because he relies on his tagging attack and because he's squishy, therefore we should give him gear that is not suitable for openers, right? These 3, in my opinion, are the best pieces of gear that should equip him with. The first thing is Moloch Bow and Chain, reason being, if the opponent is blocking, you can use either Special 1 or Special 2, and this will guarantee that eventually the block will break. And of course, it increases the lethal blow hit chance, which is huge because, you know, every time when you tag in, you're doing a lot of basic attack hits, and there's a bigger chance that any of those basic attack hits will be a lethal blow, which is very, very useful. When it comes to the armor, I always give him Shao Kahn's helmet. It is one of the best armors in the game. He needs the hit points so that he's not really squishy, and he needs the additional critical hit chance. That's really important. And when it comes to the third gear, I always give him a red headband for additional power generation and additional unblockable chance for his basic attacks. It really works perfect with Moloch, Bow and Chain, because whatever you do, it doesn't matter whether it is a special attack or a basic attack, you have huge chance to break blocks. Okay guys, we got to the teams. Now, you can support Flaming Fist Liu Kang with 2 martial artists. For example, that might be Nunjitsu Scorpion and Hattori Kung Lao, or Cyrax Triborg and Hattori Kung Lao, or Nunjitsu Scorpion and Shaolin Kung Jin. I believe you got my idea. All these variations are really good. Another great team, by the way, is 3 Liu Kangs. Believe it or not, having Cripple on his tagging can help Flaming Fist Liu Kang a lot, so he can really feel useful next to his Diamond brothers. And of course, if you're in a mood for trolling, just team him up with Inferno Scorpion and any other character with tagging attacks, such as for example Hattori Kung Lao. This team is not really great, but it is a lot of fun. Okay guys, Flaming Fist Liu Kang, what do you think of him? Do you like him? Do you dislike him? Please let me know in the comments. Once again, he scored 60.1 on our scale and we labeled him as a good character. As usual guys, if you want to see more reviews, you can find the playlist on the top right corner of the screen, and if you want to know which is the next on-demand review, you can find the list in the description of this video. See you next time guys. Take care.
Inexperienced child.
Well done.
Perfect.